Here we go. Let's detonate and run away. Whoa. Hey guys, Games for Life here, and in today's video we're gonna blow up some stuff. I know you've been waiting for this for a while now, so I'll get straight into it. Today I'm gonna craft 100 of these bad boys. And then we're gonna explode tons of stuff, including some hydrogen explosions. Because go big or go home, right? Now let me quickly show you what you need in order to craft dynamite. So, first of all we need 2 organic. We've got the 2 organic in place right here. Then we need to smelt them. I'm gonna symbolically use the portable smelting furnace because it fits really nicely on this. I'm assuming you all know organic turns into carbon when it's smelted. Then we'll take those 2 carbons and we'll add some sulfur to it into the chemistry lab. That's gonna create explosive powder, which is the base material for dynamite. So 1 explosive powder makes 1 dynamite. And basically that's all. So we'll craft 100 of these and then we're gonna blow stuff up. I'm actually really excited for this video. I've already used our old soil centrifuge setup to create 100 organic. Well, actually 99, but we've got 1 more carbon right here just to make it 100. So the first thing is smelting that organic. I'll turn these on and they'll be smelting all of it. And in the meantime, I set our atmospheric condenser to produce sulfur. Now, you might not know this, but you can only get sulfur on Calidor or on Atrox. And I don't suggest going to Atrox if you're not ready. It's a lot easier just doing it on Calidor, that's why we're here. While the smelters and atmospheric condenser are doing their thing, I want to tell you that this is not a farm video. So we're not building a dynamite farm in this video. We're just crafting some dynamite and blowing it up, while also blowing other stuff up, while probably blowing ourselves up, and one day I want to blow a whole planet up. Yeah, that's my Astroneer dream. But if you want to see a dynamite farm video where I devise a whole automated farm, then please let me know down in the comments below. You might have seen the diamond farm video where we did a farm for diamonds. Well, now it's in disarray because I stole some of the auto arms for it, as I needed them for some other video. But when it used to work, it worked great. So basically all you have to do is feed the resources in the beginning of the farm, and then a ton of chemistry labs and auto arms do all the stuff for you. Which means you just put the resources at the start, you wait a bit, and then you take out the final product. When we built the diamond farm, we had multiple atmospheric condensers, a soil centrifuge even, and some chemistry labs, which in the end produced diamond. Now for a dynamite farm, things wouldn't be so complicated, it would be even smaller than this, so it's not really that hard to create one. If you haven't yet, then you should go check out the diamond farm video after finishing this one, of course. And don't forget to leave a comment if you would like me to do a dynamite farm video. Then I might do a firework farm video, because it's a pretty similar farm. Actually, it's the exact same farm. You just set the very last small printer to fireworks instead of dynamite. And there you go. You actually learned something this episode. Now you know how to create your own farms. But still, I would like to do those too. Let's see what these things are doing. Okay, so more than half of the canister is done smelting. And we've got some sulfur. I think we need 20. Because each of these canisters holds 5 sulfur. So yeah, we need 20. We've got 8 there, plus 8, plus... oh, we already got 20. So we are good there. All we need is the carbon, and then we'll feed everything into this chemistry lab, which will get us explosive powder. You can see it right here, 2 carbon plus sulfur equals explosive powder. Then we'll go over to the small printer and set it to dynamite, put it on repeat, turn it on. It's literally that easy. And if you wanted to create fireworks, all we had to do is set it to fireworks and the same thing happens. But today we're focusing on dynamite and blowing stuff up. I can't wait for this to be done. It's taking quite a while, and then we've got the other one to smelt too. But I'll take a break and I'll check back in when they're all ready. So the last organic is almost done smelting, and in the meantime I've built this over here. So I've moved the chemistry lab from there because we didn't have enough space, and I've set it on this large platform. Now here on the left we have all the ingredients, the carbon and the sulfur. Here on this side is where all our explosive powder will be stored. And once we've got it all, we're gonna let these printers do their job. And then some auto arms are gonna collect the dynamite and store them on this. So then we can take them on the rover and start the fun stuff. Okay, so this should be ready. So here we go. I'll put this on repeat and turn it on. And now all we need to do is enable output on all of these. We'll wait for some explosive powder to craft. And once all of it is sent to these printers, we'll throw them into the medium canisters and set them to only accept explosive powder. I'm doing this so they don't take the carbon directly from the other side, because they tend to do that. Now, before we start the auto arms, and this is very important, we'll craft the first dynamite before we start the auto arms, because we'll place it in this selector slot and it will only pick up dynamite. Otherwise, it will take our small printers as well, which is not good for business. Okay, so the first canister is ready to take explosive powder, second one is ready too, and the third one as well. Now I'll craft 2 dynamite over here, just 2 of them, and then I'll take the leftover explosive powder and place it into the canisters, so we've got all of them in one place. And now I'll take these 2 dynamites, and I won't detonate them yet, so you'll have to wait for a little bit more. I'll set them in the selector slot of these auto arms. Now it will be safe to turn on these auto arms because they will only take dynamite, which means our whole operation will be safe. And in case you are wondering, yes, I did use the rover as an extender because I had no more extenders and didn't feel like crafting more, so there you go. That's what lazy people do. If it works, right? And it certainly does. So I'll just hit here for a couple of minutes and watch it working. It gives off sort of a satisfying vibe, I guess. Nice to see it producing it over and over and over again. And the sound it makes when it gets into the canister. I don't know, feels weird. I just like watching this. But I know some of you guys don't, so I'll just skip over that part. I won't show you the whole, like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. However long I'll be sitting here. I'll just go to the part where we actually create the dynamite. Okay, so some of you guys who are smarter than me may have realized from the beginning of the video that we needed 200 carbon in order to make 100 dynamite. And I only got 100 carbon, which means we'll only be able to get 50 dynamite. So I should have used the calculator, but I didn't. Sorry about that, guys. We'll only have 50 dynamite for today. But in a future video, maybe we'll have more. Shooting for 500? Maybe? Who wants that? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, the explosive powder is finished. All 50 of it. Well, 48 because we've already used 2 of them for these 2 dynamites. So now it's time to start up these bad boys, which will create our dynamite. Okay, now it's time to also start the auto arms. And finally we can enable output on all of these. Take a look at all that. So the auto arms are lagging a bit behind. Maybe should have used 2 auto arms for each side. Would have done that, didn't do that. The same way I could have used the calculator because I knew my math wasn't at its peak, let's just say that. So I don't insult myself by accident. Okay, so let's see. These dynamites are just floating in the air. What do we have here? Okay, there's a lot more dynamite than I thought over here. It's all stuck to each other, so I just feed it to the other auto arm. Now I wonder if 50 dynamites fit into a large storage silo, so I'll merge these 2. I'll also turn off the auto arms and grab these 2 dynamites because we'll need them. Good, so they all fit into here. We'll place this on the rover. Let's disconnect these. We also need a QTRTG to run the rover. Just like that. I've also crafted some hydrazine in the meantime, so we can get some big explosions. And yeah, let's go find a nice place to explode some of these. We'll start off small and then work our way up. And I hope the game doesn't crash when I do this, because that would be bad. Well, this looks like a nice spot, right next to our shelters. If you haven't seen this video, then you should go watch it, just search for it on my channel. Let's start with 1 dynamite. 1 dynamite, what could go wrong? Just 1 of it. Oh, and this thing is shooting at me. Actually, we'll kill it with dynamite. Why not? Stick it to it. And you shall be detonated. There we go. I just now realized it's pretty risky to hold hydrogen in my backpack while exploding dynamite, because if an explosion reaches me just by a bit, I'm gonna blow up really hard. So that's why I'm gonna leave the hydrogen over here. I've had some bad experiences with dynamite and hydrogen in the past. Trust me, not a good combination. Unless you like blowing stuff up, like I do. Let's kill this plant too. I love seeing that. And now let's set up some more dynamite on this side. Oh, I should not have detonated that. Should have waited. Okay, so I'll set some more. Let's say 6 dynamite. And they should be close enough to detonate each other when one blows up. So something like this, maybe? I think that's close enough. It should be close enough. And we'll make sort of a line of them. So they'll detonate one after the other. Okay, let's see if this actually works. Okay, there we go. That was really fast. And it made a big hole. Great, now let's throw some in a cave over there. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. We're totally not gonna die. Of course we're not. Okay, so this looks like a dead end. But we'll blow it up. Because why not? Oh, and there's a way down over there. Now, I wonder. This is risky, but I wonder. Can I move a dynamite after I've detonated it? So, you know what I mean? Or does it have to stick to something in order to be detonated? I think it has to stick to something. Because I would like to throw one down there, if at all possible. Let me see. No, I can't take it after it's been placed. So you have to place it to a surface, and this is the only way you can detonate it. Okay, so I'll throw more over here, let's say 10 of them. 10 dynamite sounds good, and the game should be able to handle it. I think I've had bigger explosions in the past, but I don't really remember. And these are the last ones. Now we can go ahead and detonate this. Okay, big crater here. It's getting good. But I think I liked it better up on the surface, so we'll go back. And what do you think about blowing these shelters up? Is that a good idea? Probably not. Will I do it? Of course I will. I don't know, just seems fun. So we'll have dynamite all around them, and then we're gonna detonate it all. This should be close enough, right? They should detonate each other. Probably. And let me count it up, because my math is on points today, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll keep going. 7. So it should be 10 over here as well. Let's get the rover out. And why not add just a tiny bit of hydrogen? Just one. Just for the sake of it. Let's see what happens. And I'll put it on this side, at the end of the explosion chain. And I'm gonna start the detonation from here. So let's take a look at it. Here we go. Okay, note to self, shelters don't disappear when you blow dynamite close to them. Now I know that. Now you know that too. Oh, and look at the depth of this. And the hydrogen definitely helped. How many do we have left? So that's 16, 22? Yeah, I think 22. So what I'll do, or 21 actually. Whatever, who cares? We don't need these medium storages anymore, so we'll sacrifice them for the sake of this video. We'll have one dynamite to detonate over here. And all the other ones will be close enough to it. And we'll also empty our hydrogen tanks, all 3 of them which are left. I'll put them maybe over here, something like that. Let's move the rover back a bit, just to be safe. Better safe than sorry, right? Now I should take a photo for the thumbnail. Let's see, does this look good? The rainbow in the background? Yeah, I think this looks good. Smile. Oh, just like that. More emotion. More emotion. Another time. Oh, let's get it. That was the right one. That was the right one. Okay, so I got a thumbnail now. And you guys got to see my thumbnail making process. This is how it all starts with a screenshot. You probably knew that. Why am I talking? I'm literally talking to myself. I'm alone at home and I plan on going out after this. But instead I'm just talking to myself. But you guys are listening, right? Yeah, I know you do. Oh, you want me to explode this? Oh. I didn't know I had to actually explode all the dynamite. I thought you guys would have liked the video to end here. So I've been Games for Life and oh, okay, no. I was just kidding, We'll blow it up, Okay, so here we go. Let's detonate and run away. Whoa. This was a big one, and look at all those resources right there. But of course, this plant didn't die. Just so it could kill me later. I got you, plant. Anyways, now you could really see the hydrogen's effect there. The blue cloud, that was from the hydrogen. And the game didn't crash, so next time we'll have to make it crash. How's that for a challenge? So, this is a promise to you guys and hold me up to it. In the next year or so, I'll make a video where I make Astroneer crash on my PC. Probably with Dynamite, because that's what I love doing. So you can expect that video to come out. And how would you know if I held my promise if you didn't subscribe? I would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like as well. That's all for today, guys. I've been Games for Life and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!